Hey, my mic's unmuted now. Welcome back to another episode of UHS Presents, and I'm your host, Sarah. And with me, as always, is our fearless leader, Lori.
Hey,
Lori, how's it going today?
I'm alive. Hey, that's good, right?
We're here. We're present. We did it. We made it. And the day is almost done, and we're gonna have a good show today, so it'll be okay. And before we bring on our guests for the day, do we have any UHS news? We do. I know we do. So, because tomorrow is a big day.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're launching the Power Broker Kickstarter. We're doing the live stream launch again, 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you haven't signed up yet, uhstudios.com/Kickstarter. So you get an email as soon as it goes live, so you can get all the limited stuff. I think I mentioned it last time, but we're going to have early bird tiers so people can get in and get the books for cheaper for, I think I'm doing that for 72 hours. So first 72 hours. So get in and back as soon as you can. What else? I shipped out about a third of the Art of Ian Richardson. Basically all the other books are getting shipped from Ian. So he should be taking care of those this week. Yeah, so you guys should get your books soon. I'm very excited about that.
I am so excited. Like you were raving about the book cover on that, and that never happens. Like, because it always looks good, but I was like, this must be really good if you are actually making a point to comment on how good the cover looks. I just Bo says, "Are we muted? Are we? Can everybody hear us? Can somebody comment that you can hear us or not? Because a science says hello. Katie says, hey guys. Okay, must be something wrong with Bo's volume then, because Asian can hear me. Moana can hear me.
Okay, I was like, oh my god, we did that whole intro and no one can hear
us. We've been talking this whole time and you didn't hear anything.
Having a whole conversation.
Katie can hear us.
Awesome.
I can hear the two of you here. Is it Rice or Reese that you how do you pronounce Weatherford? It's on
I thought
Facebook.
It was Rice. He was one of
Rice
the
or Reese Weatherford. You can comment and tell us, because I don't like screwing up people's names. So anyway, thanks for coming. And Rice also said, I want to check out the book. It seems like it's really good. I assume you're referring to Power Broker, I hope. Yeah, it's really
gonna be awesome. And we're, for reference, actually, since Rice was one of the voice actors on TikTok, we are going to be doing another TikTok voice acting challenge for Power Broker that I think Bo is going to launch tomorrow right after we launch the Kickstarter. So stay tuned for that. We're going to give away prizes again like last time. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and that was a really fun episode. So if you guys missed it, you should go to our YouTube, or I think it might still be on Twitch, but it's definitely on YouTube and Facebook still. So you should go watch it because it was a really fun episode. Yeah, we should be good to go for now, I guess. I think. Yeah, you said all the big stuff, the most important things, which I don't remember them anyway. So it's really bad for me to be the one giving out the news. So. All right, let's bring on our guests today to talk about their new book, which is kickstarting, which I will put the link up for that here in just a second. But let's bring them on. Moana McAdams, the author. Hi, Moana.
Hi, everybody.
And I think, and Ryan's here. Ryan Robinson is the illustrator, correct? And
yes,
he's here too. But it looks like he might be having some technical difficulties.
No.
He's been on and off here a little bit. So
he's tired of our shit already. He's like,
we were just saying about the technical difficulties that happen when you go live. He was fine. He was in the room earlier.
And then was checking to make sure that his AirPods were charged up and everything.
Oh, the joys.
I thought we were good, but sometimes you just gotta. Hey, can you guys hear my cat screaming?
A little.
Oh, I heard something.
It's Twee. It's Twee. Lori knows about Twee. He's not a real cat. I think he's an alien that got stranded on this planet and just decided to like mask as a cat because that
Oh yeah.
will work. Yeah, he's just on the counter where he shouldn't be, just screaming. So
That's awesome.
whatever, we're good. Anyway, so okay, Ryan's here again,
Yay.
maybe. So hi Ryan. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear
Yeah.
you now.
Like when the show
Good.
started, your guys' voices sound like you were dying in a small sewer. So it was weird. It was like
Not just the sewer, a small one.
Yeah, a small
Like what we were
sewer, not a big one.
Moana and I were talking about before the show that like things will be perfect before we go live, and then as soon as we go live, everything breaks, and I don't understand.
Now you guys can't see me, which is weird.
That's all good.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just a voice in the darkness. You're currently in the sewer, I guess. You're like Pennywise in the sewer.
It's
now.
it's getting crazy. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry.
The most important thing is that we can hear you.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh
So too soon. Okay, so let's maybe Moana, you should you should talk about your book and your current Kickstarter and all of this cool shit that's going on right now because I'm really excited.
Yes, sure. Yeah. So we have a children's book series. It is an all ages book though. So even if you're not a kid, this is definitely a book you can enjoy. Ryan is a really dope illustrator. I am excited and honored to have him on the project because he makes the story and the characters look great. This is the second book in the Adventures of Nakoa and Nohea series. This particular book is called Shadows of the Ancient. And this one, we get to explore some of the shape-shifting legends of Hawaii. It's going to be a fun adventure. It's a story about bravery and courage in the face of uncertainty. And I think that's a lesson everybody can need a reminder for, whether you're an adult or a kid.
What's going on? I don't know. You sound like you're in a small sewer again. I don't know what's going on.
no.
So
we can hear
weird.
you great. You'll just have to listen
I
to
don't
my
know.
funny voice.
The sewer is real. Pennywise is here, y'all. It's here.
Pennywise, the turtle.
I'm gonna try this
somebody.
one more time.
Who's
One
bringing
more
the
time.
pizza is the question.
Oh, there he goes again.
Yes.
Good times.
So yeah, this is a really great story. It's a bilingual story too. It's told in English and Hawaiian, which is a really important thing for me to expose people to our language of our islands. Not everyone understands that we have our own language, and the Hawaiian people are actually like, it is a bloodline, like just like Japanese, Chinese, you know, all those things. We're not just from Hawaii. There is a native Hawaiian bloodline. And there was once a point where our language was almost terminated or gone extinct, but there was a revival, and so it's been regaining, popularity. I wouldn't even say popularity. It's just more out there. Lots of people are learning it again, and it's great because this is how we tell. We've always told our stories orally in Hawaiian culture. And so when the language almost died, then a lot of our stories almost disappeared. So this is our way to tell a little bit of our own stories, but keep it fun, keep it fresh, and take it. It's inspired by real life stories, but we're taking a fiction angle to it. So it's a lot of fun. Ryan is killing the art. If you guys have not checked it out yet, please.
Hey now.
We have some to show.
I have one thing that I grabbed off of your maybe it was off Kickstarter, it doesn't matter. It's this guy, this piece here.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. I love your style, Ryan.
Thank you.
It's colorful and gorgeous. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with like saturated colors, and like this is just
Yes.
Yes. Ryan's style is very unique. It is very hard to find anyone who does art like this. So I love it. He brings a special touch to the characters. And it took me a while to find the right illustrator. So like the illustrator in my first book was great. She really captured the likeness of the characters in that book. But the reason why I wanted to find another artist was because I wanted someone who could be in the same time zone so we could really collaborate on this one.
Good point.
Yeah, and really like kind of capture the culture still in an authentic way. Some of the, like there's another, I really hate to say this. There's another project on Kickstarter right now that is trying to tell some Hawaiian stories, but it's, I don't know where or why. Like there's nothing Hawaiian about it. So
it's not. No.
Yeah, it's not. I had to show Ryan. I'm like, is it just me? He was like, no, yeah, that's not it. So the culture part is important to us, and Ryan really he takes care, like he cares about it just as much as I do, which is important for that, you know, that messaging to come across. So like I said, I'm excited to have him on, and I hope you guys really enjoy this story because we're having so much fun creating it.
You have no idea.
I'm a little embarrassed.
No idea.
I didn't back it yet, but I am going to. I just forgot. I was gonna.
Girl, you got up until December 17th, Sarah. You got time.
Well, I'm gonna try and do it as soon as we're done with the show here tonight, so that I don't forget again. Because like seriously, my brain is a sieve right now. I am all about finishing up projects for school, and I forget everything else.
I totally get it. Yep. We all have those things, yeah.
Did you guys hit the halfway point yet?
Yes, we did finally hit the halfway point. I was like, we were sitting there for a while, and I'm like, come on, guys, somebody just, it's a mental thing, right? Like, I know we're going to reach our goal, but I'm like, please, can we just get over the halfway point? Pretty, please. So,
it happened. It happened. It happened.
It did. I think we're at 53% now, so yay, keep them coming.
I'm up on the page here. You've got $5,715 and 120 backers. Excellent work, and I hope that it funds completely very soon, because that will be a load off of y'all's shoulders, right? I mean, there's nothing that's bigger relief to me as far as the comic stuff goes as your Kickstarter funding. Like that's such a good feeling.
Yeah, once if we hit that mark, I'm at the point saying it's like gold at that point. Like everything is good to go. Good to go. Yeah.
You get a nice bottle of champagne or something, and
I know. Right?
There will be a small celebration.
Yeah.
There will be a small celebration.
Let's see. How are you celebrating, Ryan?
If we reach goal, I'm gonna run outside. Scream
naked
really loud, maybe
that's what I was thinking.
Maybe come back in toast, and then have a 7 and 7.
Okay.
And then
you're a 7 and 7. My mom.
I'm all day 7 and 7, and then I will go back and paint.
That's right, I know you.
Yep. That would be me.
A bunch of people. Katie said, "Hey Moana," and that's from back when I first put you on the screen, I think. J-Man's here. Hey J-Man, thanks for coming.
He is.
Rice is still just geeking out about Power Broker, I think, here from a few minutes ago.
What's going on, Ryan?
No, he's talking about adventures.
Are you talking about the okay, yeah. No.
Yes, we have both books on 1 and 2.
I want to read it, but I want to look at it too. Like you guys got a killer combo of the good story and the good art, and I love it. Katie said, I love that piece.
Yes, you way.
Put up. Cabo Foster says, such a beautiful illustration. Looking forward to having the book in my hands. Been telling everyone I know about it.
Thank you, Bo.
Thank you.
J-Man said, what's up, Ryan?
What up, J-Man?
And J-Man says, remember I renamed you the originator, Ryan Robinson.
He did.
Mm-hmm. He sure did. He called me the originator, and I'm like, I'm proud. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I'm so proud of that. I love it.
If anyone in the comments hasn't backed the Kickstarter yet for the Adventures, sorry, my brain. The Adventures of Nakoa.
Lori, it's been a long day, girl. It's all right. It's Monday. It's Monday, girl.
I'm doing great. Moana, the author.com. And
yes,
I should mention, because today is Free Comic Book Day, and Moana and Ryan are here to celebrate that with us. We're actually giving away a free digital copy of the book that she just waved around, Fishing Day with Papa Ray.
Great.
And also a free copy of Hot Brass, because we thought we would stick to all ages with you. So we would
Yes.
we would not give away an all ages book and then a rated R. Like
so funny story. Funny story. Someone reached out to me in Kickstarter message yesterday. You know how creators sometimes want to ask about cross promo. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, let me see where this project is. I was like, okay, Peru, cool. Indigenous peoples. All right, let's go. But then I keep scrolling and it's like, that like crotch pics. I'm like, it's probably not a good one for us. I was like, this is a kid's book. I'm like, a little bit too adult for this particular campaign. Thank you, but no thank you.
I mean, our book is for all ages.
I mean, I'm just saying,
it's
though,
a target. It's a target audience. It's targeted towards certain audience.
Yes, we're not going to confuse our children here. They're like, wait, what is she? I don't get it. Okay.
I actually think that I might try to grab myself. I want a copy to keep for myself, but I want a copy, I think, to give to my nephews and nieces, because if nothing else, I would love for them to understand that the Hawaiian language is real and it's not dead, and they can learn a couple words from it too.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, you can get multiple copies in the tiers, or if you need a customized number, they're also in the add-ons as well. Both the first and second book are in the add-ons. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm really excited to learn. I was bugging Moana because you've been doing the word a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to know how to pronounce this stuff. You need to make like an audiobook so I can learn.
It's on.
Yes. So there are audiobooks too. Yes.
That would be fabulous. Yeah. Yeah, because that's I think that the only Hawaiian words I know how to say besides aloha, which everybody knows, are the things that I've seen on like Disney cartoons, which is terrible.
Yeah.
And there's a one of those Disney Channel movies about a girl who inherits land in Hawaii, and she goes there and looks and falls in love with, I can't remember the name of it. Rip Girls. It's about surfing too. It's very surfing.
Oh yes,
I think it's called Rip Girls.
The older ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back from like the 90s or early 2000s, and I love them. I love me some bad movies. I love it. I mean, they're not. It's no Citizen Kane, but they're fun movies, and you don't have to think too hard to enjoy
them. Yeah.
Right. Well, like, I'm curious how often, like, in media they actually represent Hawaiian culture correctly. Like, do they actually get it right any of the time? Or...
Yeah.
Moana, you want to take that one, girl? Go ahead and take that one. Because I can discuss that for hours.
You can vent. Feel free. Like,
I'm gonna tell you, no. So, no.
I have to assume the answer is no, judging from what else I know about how they represent other cultures.
Yeah, right. Yes. I mean,
well, even we do it wrong sometimes, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of like touch it on a very surface level, right? Like, I think the one that's closest is Moana. Moana actually does a pretty good job of incorporating a lot of, the values and things like that. But most of the other ones, Lilo and Stitch was pretty good. They put the sci-fi element into it.
I will say,
yeah,
every background in Lilo and Stitch was all watercolor, so I give them all the yay for that.
Yes,
all the backgrounds are watercolor.
Yes, that was very nice. Yes, but like, so I don't know who told me. It was somebody in the community. Screw you for telling me to watch White Lotus. I don't know if anybody's watched that. It's a series that's on HBO. And it takes place at a hotel in Hawaii. They've changed the name. But it's just about some tourists that go there during a week and the things that they go through. And it's very cringy, like the way they mentioned like some very high level culture things, but super simplified. And all you see is like the exploitation of the island peoples and the obnoxiousness of the main characters and their rich people superficial problems that they bring to the islands and expect everybody to like cater to their every single whim. And yeah, let's just say working in the tourist industry takes a lot of patience. That's
oh
what
my
I would
God.
say.
I don't think anybody likes rich people. I don't think even rich people like rich people.
Yes, absolutely, because they
so like
a lot of the time
no matter,
fighting.
yeah, it was like no matter the culture, rich people suck.
Yes, that was absolutely a true statement. Yes.
Kabo Foster said Moana is bringing back memories of my favorite childhood show, Reading Rainbow.
Oh yes,
I love Reading Rainbow.
It's in a book.
I love me some LeVar Burton.
Yes.
Jordy for life.
Can we talk about how big of a ripoff it is that they did not give him the permanent Jeopardy host slot?
It's a crime.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's a crime.
I
don't want to talk about it.
So mad.
Trigger warning. Trigger. LeVar is my spirit animal. He's my spirit animal.
Yes.
J-Man said Hawaii needs to blow some of that tropical weather here to Northern Islands. It's cold. Northern Illinois to Northern Islands. I can read good. To Northern Illinois. I am in Southern Wisconsin, and I actually wish the weather would just make up its damn mind, because like it's like 50 one day and then it's 20 the next day, and it's like I am on drugs for my ADHD, and I am on drugs for my thyroid, my hypothyroidism, and like between that and like the weather not making up its mind, I'm like, I'll be freezing on the hot days and boiling on the cold days, and I'm like, just please something. I just need to live in a.
You need to live in Hawaii is where you need to live.
Yes, I would definitely not argue that again. Oh my God, yeah.
Hawaii is healing for so many things.
Amen.
Tourists are the worst sometimes, which, again, yes.
Yeah, they are, regardless of where you are. Yeah, absolutely.
My folks to Hawaii, it's been a while now that they've been to Hawaii, but they came back and just raved about all the stuff, and they did some of the most touristy crap I've ever, like, I was like, I've never even been there, and I can tell that that's tourist crap. Like, they did the thing where they go and pick out an oyster and crack the shell for the pearl, and then watch them pay, and then pay way too damn much for them to put it on a necklace. And it's like, Ma, I could have done that for you for $10. and that still would have been like overcharging you, because I wouldn't charge my mom for the extra labor and stuff. So.
I mean, if anything though, if the state can make more money by overcharging white people for, then
that's
is that a good thing? Is that, I don't know, like it's a
good thing for the rich
because
people.
It's my mom. I was with my mom. I was like, I don't want you to exploit my mom, but on the other hand, she can afford it. Her and Dad, they've got money. She can afford to pay way too much for that stupid. I think she got a ring made out of it. So I was like, she can afford it, and it's helping, and it's staying in America, and it's helping people that need the help. That small business that whatever she gave it to was like, yeah, okay, you know what? And it was so touristy. It was just, that was what really got me. It was like, that is. Like I said, I've never even been there, and I could tell how touristy that was.
Well, all of that stuff is really just like it.
It doesn't go back into the community. That's the real issue. So all these the hotels and things are all owned by corporations who take the money right back out of Hawaii. So that's why we have problems with it. Like it would be different if part of the tourism money actually went back into the communities to help build up the natives, who live there, who actually, like you stole the land from them, let's be honest. So that's when the things become problematic. And also when people from outside of Hawaii come there for jobs, which further displaces the people who live there, right? Like, because we all know there are systems of bias.
Or like billionaires buying land that they don't need.
Oh, Ryan, why? Just why?
Because rich people suck. We should have titled this whole episode like why rich people suck.
I'm just saying. They don't need it.
It is.
They do that, and they do that everywhere too. Like, just
and they don't
you
even
need to
live
have
there.
everything.
They don't live there.
Ever spend in a million lifetimes, and you want more?
That's what I'm saying.
And it's.
No.
We need to treat our indigenous people better, so much better.
But the thing though, like, which like even gets me is, like, it's not even that they hate indigenous people. At the core, they hate themselves. They're trying to fill a void, which is why it's like an insatiable thing, because they money can buy you happiness, sure, like buy you happiness, but not true happiness. Like, you can have all the money in the world and still be miserable. Clearly, watch White Lotus. Clearly. But I'm just saying, there are just some things that, like, it's not about.
I have a question about going and visiting Hawaii, but before I ask that, I want to read this. Cable Foster asked, "Is this book one book or is it a series?" And I know the answer to that, but I want you to tell us about it.
Yes, it is a series. The Shadows of the Ancient, which is live on Kickstarter right now, is book number 2. The first book was Fishing Day with Papa Ray, and this one was actually a love letter to my dad. I wrote it after he passed away from cancer, and it was my way of dealing with my grief and also helping my niece and nephew have something to remember him by, because they were really young at the time. So that was something important, because, you know, grief hits you from like all kinds of different directions, and it shows up differently even for kids too. So that was like the main driver for that one. And the feedback that I got was, you know, people were asking, like, is this going to be more? Because we need more stories like this. And I was like, okay, sure, I guess we can do that, because like I never saw myself becoming a children's book author. Like, my degree is technical, you know, like this is out of my lane. But I really write these stories for the love of my culture and, you know, my people, and trying to bring awareness, you know, to the struggles, to the actual realities that we face, both from our historical perspective and some of the more modern struggles that we're facing now. So, but we want to do it in a fun way, right? Like, even in the first book, like I touch on homelessness, which can be a heavy topic, but I do it in a way that even kids can try to understand what it is and how, you know, they can navigate it. Yeah. So hopefully that answered it.
Totally unrelated. I wasn't scowling at what you're saying. I was scowling at the alien cat shaking my table.
Yes, that's right.
Messing up my shit.
He's just gonna knock down your stuff. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day that he gets into one of his moods and just rips down the entire desk, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to stop the stream now because all my shit's broke.
Technical difficulties.
That's right. The unpredictable cats.
Well, what we can do real quick is put up the QR code and give the link for the giveaways.
Ooh, cool.
And then we can keep talking, and maybe we can show the Kickstarter campaign and kind of scroll through it.
It'd be awesome.
Yes, I will. Let me pull that up here quick.
Because right now we got a Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale.
Yeah, you need to talk about that. There you go.
Yes. Go ahead, Brian. Tell them what they can get in the Black
I'm telling
Friday.
you. Telling you. It's for real.
Okay.
We're running out of hours on it.
Swap out some windows here quick before I.
Moana did a fantastic job on the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales for the Adventures of Nakoa and Nohea for Shadows of the Ancient. It's pretty outstanding. So we can run through it and then talk about the bookage.
Yeah, it should be kind of at the top of the campaign, I think. Yeah, but this is the beautiful artwork of Ryan.
Just tell me where you want me to scroll here.
Yeah, right there. Black Friday
Alrighty.
special. Boom.
Boom.
So this one is a really cool tier. It's actually ending tonight at midnight Eastern time. So this, you got 3 hours or three and a half hours to check this one out. You get the signed hardcover of both book 1 and 2, along with the audiobooks where I read both of the stories in Hawaiian. So if you want to hear spoken Hawaiian language, that's a great one. And you'll also get ebooks, so you can take it on the go and you can share it amongst your kids if you have multiple kids in the family and you prefer to read digitally. There is an amazing coloring and activity book put together by the Hawaiian Comic Book Alliance. So this one, like, there's coloring pages, there's like learning to draw, there's all kinds of different things in this book put together by a team of creators based or with roots in Hawaii. You will have the digital collection of the Word of the Day series that I am doing all throughout the campaign. So 30 days, 31 days, something like that, of Hawaiian words, their meanings, and spoiler alert, they might become trading or flashcards later. Let's see. We also have, oh, yes, the audio pronunciation guide. So this will be like the pronunciation of the words, of each of those words of the day, to help you to be able to sound those out and practice some of that. We should put some kind of test in there.
That is so cool, though.
And then last but certainly not least, a mini sketchbook of Ryan's amazing art that he's done for other pop culture fandoms outside of our children's book series.
See if I can. Oh, that did not do what I wanted it to do. I was trying to zoom in a little more.
We got Aquaman.
It's like, go to moanatheauthor.com and then like scroll down for yourself, because this even me, I'm looking at it on my screen. It doesn't do it justice. Those little guys down there, that you need to see it. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at that Mandalorian. That's so cool.
I know. Look at the Grogu and everything. It's so cool. And of course, what Pacific Islander project would be complete without Jason Momoa as Aquaman? So that's a really great deal. It's the only time we'll be having this deal up. So you got 3.5 hours left to check it out. US shipping is included. If you're an international backer, we will give you your accurate shipping quote after the campaign is complete. And the other one was a feature for our girl Nohea. You can shop in her closet, and she will pick out 2 handmade dresses just for you or your little one in your family. It's from my clothing line, which I started a couple of years ago, with very similar intentions and goals to connect to Hawaiian culture and help people to, express themselves, because that's a lot of what fashion is expressing yourself and your identity. So being able to connect and identify there. And then, of course, signed copies of the Shadows of the Ancient, the ebooks, the activity book, and the ebook for Fishing Day with Papa Ray as well. So those are the Black Friday specials going on right now. And we can scroll through a whole bunch of stuff. Ryan?
Let's go.
I just changed my pledge too, because I want to get a second copy for my nephew also, because that's a great idea. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
and
cool.
I don't. What are the chances we'll get our books by Christmas?
Oh, no, I can get you the. I can.
Sarah.
Well,
Sarah. What are the chances?
You talk to Ryan.
It'd be awfully. It'd be awfully.
My whole
unlikely.
December is devoted to the Adventures of Nakoa and Nohea.
Wow.
Let's talk January of 2022.
Well, don't you worry about that, because I already have gifts picked out, so I don't need this book for Christmas. I just thought, how cool would it be?
Everything should be completed by literally the new year. Legit.
Yeah, that's
excellent. Yeah, we don't need you to burn out in the.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
No, I just thought, if I could give it to him at Christmas time, that'd also be cool, because then I would be giving
I got beautiful pages. I can show you a few beautiful pages. So.
Yes, you can do that. Yes.
my nephew, so my sister has 4 kids that are all going to go, well, she gave it to us on my birthday, so it's my book. And if I just go at Christmas time, then it's like, it's all your book. Shut your mouths or I'll take it away. And they also are like book destroyers too. So like part of me is going, don't do it. They're just gonna destroy it. But
this is why we did hardcover.
Yes.
Hardbook.
Yeah. I'm a hardcover person.
That is but then see, like they're also like they're little monsters too, so they probably use it as a weapon because they're horrible. They're all like
sometimes people need a good knock upside the head. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm just very aggressive family.
As long as they read it first.
Yes.
And they get the messages and they enjoy it, then they can use it as a weapon and then read it again later. Like
I worry about that. Those kids are so much nicer to each other than my siblings and I ever were to each other. So I'm like projecting on them. I was like, they're gonna do it because that's what we would have done with a hardcover book, but they probably won't. Like the big one will probably sit down and read it with the little ones because that's the kind of relationship they have.
Well, they're in for a treat. They're really in for a treat because this book is a very good book. It's very different. It teaches.
Let's go off some more.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna scroll.
I think you have some. Yes, there you go.
Yes. Okay, let me get back. I gotta fix my. There we go. That didn't help much at all, did it? It's like I can't get it all into one.
Yeah, it's a
we'll
poster, so it's
There we go. Now I got to share that screen instead. Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to think of words to describe what I mean, but like I feel like Ryan's style like encompasses the culture and the mood and the. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not just. Yeah.
I mean, when we think about Hawaii, we think about lots of sun, bright light, all the beautiful greenery. So like the bright saturated colors really, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. The feel of it is very
I think for me,
just the color alone and the style.
Yeah, for what we want, what I wanted from the transition of book 1 to book 2 is like how we deal with movies. You have your preview, your trailer, and your first movie. Then you have your sequel. The sequel's bigger, bolder, louder. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show Nakoa and Nohea in their elements, in their vibe, in Hawaii. You know, in the first book, you still get that. It's grounded in that. You do get that. But for this, what we're going for is something more bigger and bolder in a way. And it's all about representing culture. You're going to be introduced to new characters in this book, characters that me and Moana have discussed and that we value and love so kindly. We love them. We love them so much. Sorry, but I do. And then you're going to get something that teaches you as well. You're going to get teaching you courage, loyalty, responsibility, things that are valued in today's world that are unfortunately getting lost lately. So this is something that we are going to reinforce in the book, but you also have a touch of fantasy as well. But I'm gonna take the toll back to Moana.
No, you were saying it so well. Please.
But what you'll get in this book is color. It will be color. As you can see, these are the first pages that you'll get from the book when you open the page. We start out with Hawaii itself. We reintroduce you to Hawaii, but in a different aspect because it's something different. When I say different, you have no idea how different this is going to be because it's not like book 1. Book 1 is great. It's exceptional. It is beautiful. Book 2 is, I can't cuss here, can I?
Yeah, you can cuss.
That's fucking fantastic. It's fucking fantastic. So we have things that are going to be something unexpected. Like I say, when we talk about new, it's instilled in culture. It's instilled in love. And, you know, these people are real. So we really want to have their personalities in this book really represent Moana's family, her culture, and and have these activities, as we call them, but they're not. It's something better, and it's very unexpected. I don't want to give too much away because I'll just talk about the book and I'll give it away. I'll be like Tom Holland when he talks about Spider-Man. So I'm gonna just stop. No spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one right there is really cool because that's actually Chief Kahikili of Maui, and he is actually the founder of what is now modern day cliff diving. So,
wow.
Yeah, he used to challenge his warriors, to who could go to the highest peaks and jump off and make the smallest splash. We called it Lelekava.
Let's see if you find him in the book.
Yes.
He's in the book.
He's gonna be
in the book.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
I got to see while we were working on the trailer. I got to see a whole bunch of concept art that you guys worked on, and it's just I just got every character. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm jealous now.
These characters are so cool. Like,
yes.
I mean, and
yeah,
I
would die
these,
like
behind the scenes shots you got going on here too.
I would die to see this as an animated series, but like with Ryan, drawing it with those
That's
colors.
what I'm saying.
But animated, like.
It totally should be. Yeah, that would be great.
Well, I was an animator at one point in my time.
There you go.
Well, not anymore.
Like Netflix, where you at? Come on, like.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there more art back down here?
Yeah, there's more art. There's concept art. If you keep going.
I'm like, I want to see more art. Look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, so you see Nakoa down in the bottom right corner. That was from the first book.
Down here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so we're aging him now. Yeah.
Yep.
Really
Very cool.
I remember you working on the hair for him, like the
yes.
the haircut.
Yeah. I gave him a faux hawk. We in this book you'll also see Nohea's hair changes a lot in book 2. So you'll see different hairstyles for Nohea. I kind of made that choice because we've been having a blast on this campaign, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna change her hair throughout the book, so you're gonna see she'll still have her iconic little balls of joy that I call them, but you'll see different hairstyles in the book because
yes.
So
cute.
That's super cool too, because I mean, in real life, we don't wear our hair the same way every single day.
No, we don't. Exactly.
Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's in a clip, sometimes you got it in pigtails. Like it's just like that's just me. Like I'm just thinking about what I do with my hair.
Yeah, that's why I made that choice because of the fact that there's other characters in this book, that are representative from different parts of Hawaii. Mm-hmm. So we chose that as well. You'll meet 2 new characters, one that is dear to my heart and one that's based off Moana's great-great-grandfather. And it's going to be hella fun with him that you'll get to see. It's fun. You'll meet Kawana, our wonderful, wonderful God.
Yeah, she's pretty dope.
So
yeah, she's pretty sweet.
I just like the concept art, the unfinished stuff is like I'm sitting here going, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna update it soon. Yeah, I'll put some more good stuff in there.
I just it's a little slob happened there. It's like it's so good.
You're making us drool with the artwork, right?
That's right.
Hey, Lori,
look at all the stuff you can get.
I wanted to send you some concept pages that I've been doing, but I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let her sweat.
What?
I'm going to let her sweat. It's only been me and Moana. And you guys. And she saw pages. What, you saw page 7 and 8? No, 5 and 6 that I just finished. 7 and 8 is almost done. 10 is going to be done. we're in the thick of it. It's going down, and we're in the thick of it. So it's all real. It's all real.
Should we show them the secret variant cover art?
Yes, please. Let them know.
Yes.
Let them know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it okay
we got
if
some
I
things
share my
for you.
screen?
Yeah, let me
treats.
Okay.
We got some treats.
See if is there anything else here that we're gonna miss if we don't look all the way down at the bottom?
I mean, we're gonna talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video that Lori Foster has
We all know
beautifully
this guy.
made. Who that? Who that?
Who that?
Ah. So.
Eric made us dope.
Oh, this one here.
Yes, that's so cute video.
We could play this. Is it how long is it?
It's just real quick, like I don't know, 30 seconds maybe.
What? Okay, we'll see. See if it'll play smoothly.
Aww.
Oh, that was cute.
Yes.
Very cute.
It's my niece and my.
I broke it. Well, I guess that was my clue to stop sharing my screen. I broke it. Okay, let's put up Moana's. There we go.
Yes. So this is a beautiful piece done by Mog Park, who worked on the Game of Thrones. So I'm really excited to have her create this wonderful sketch for us. Yeah, she has this beautiful fantasy style, and I really wanted to get her take on Kavena, which is our shapeshifter. So she did the sketch art, and then Chris Koanui, who is another Hawaii-based creator, is a colorist, and he put his flavor onto it. I'm really excited to have this. I think it's absolutely beautiful, very whimsical. Like that's kind of what I was going for. The original coloring that we had for it was giving me like Little Mermaid vibes, and I was like, no, that's not it. I want her, she's native, so I didn't want her to be, we had a moment. To be confused with anything else. But I think we finally landed on it, and Mog helped to break the tie. So I really love this one. It is going to be a limited variant cover. I haven't decided how many copies yet, but it's definitely going to be no more than 50 at most. I'm probably thinking like 25. And I just love it. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's so cute.
I think it is very cool.
It's awesome. I love the scales and I don't know. I like a lot about this. I love the pose. I love the creature. I love,
It's so fresh.
Am I weird for I love the way it's framed?
Yes.
Right.
It's got the tree and underneath, and I'm like, oh, it's just so well framed. It's not off balance or anything.
Yeah, as a photographer, I was like, oh, that's great. It's I love photos that incorporate the trees and
yeah. My favorite thing about it is the coral in her bottom half of the whole entire Mog. She destroys. I don't have any bad things to say about her. No, she destroys.
This is so pretty.
And so she's a snake woman. Can you explain the mythology?
Yeah, so Mo'oakua is what they're called, but they're essentially they're usually seen as lizards or dragons, so all serpent reptilian forms, and they are the water protectors of our islands. Each island has different Mo'oakua associated with them. This one we just made up her name and everything, but other islands have different Mo'oakua. One particular one that's popular, her name is Kihavahine. And some of the legends say that they used to once be human, in normal, and that particular familial lines descend from different bloodlines to these Mo'oakua. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yes.
And I'm a huge fantasy fan, so I'm like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
And
we're
the
about to
water,
take you somewhere, Lori. We're about to take you somewhere.
yes.
Mhm.
And the water sources that's absolutely a very critical issue that we struggle with back in the islands too, because a lot of the resorts and corporations that are there now actually redirect the water from the mountains that used to, go into the communities and into the agricultural lands to, which is how the people fed themselves and sustain, have that sustainability lifestyle. But with commercialization and colonization came the hotels, and now they redirect the water into the hotels for basically nothing. Like they're not really paying for anything. If they are leasing lines or whatever, it's very minimal, and I'm talking like less than $100 a month, and profiting off of that while all of the other lands go dry. So yes, big contentious issues, huge issues back home on this particular topic. So that's why I wanted to feature this particular aspect of our culture. Yep.
That's awesome. Do you kind of touch on the issues in the book? Kind of.
A little bit. It won't be like super in depth, but yeah, she will talk about it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the thing she'll be teaching. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
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 I just realized I did not put up the QR code yet. That was like
Oh, that's okay.
So we should put that up for I'm going to put it up for a quick minute here. So hopefully everybody.
Get your
Yeah,
giveaway. Get your giveaway.
Yeah. So scan that. You guys can also go to uhstudios.com/free shit.
Nice.
And you'll get the fishing day with Papa Ray for free and hot brass Pharaoh's Gold for free.
Nice.
And if you haven't backed Moana's Kickstarter, give Fishing Day a read and make it convince you to back this one because it's fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get to back and get the first book as well because yeah, I need it.
And if you're comics fans, I know Moana also has a kind of a catch-up tier of all of her comic books as well. All the Burning Spear comic books. So
Yep. Thank you. I
Yes.
forgot to mention that. Yes, the Wildcard Chronicles, a two-wheeled speed thrill ride through Tekken City. It's a little bit of Game of Thrones meets Black Panther. It's a father-son story. It's about defending your family's legacy against those who come against them and seeking out revenge, while also balancing like the need to be essentially the heir to your family's throne. So defending your dad's honor while also trying to lead your family at the same time. So
Very cool.
yes. A little bit of
Has
cyberpunk.
it been a
life.
minute? I don't like. I'm just gonna assume everybody who wanted to scan it did it by now. Go to the link, uhstudios.com/free shit. Use that. Yeah. So that's like we're getting closing in on our hour here. So I want to thank you both for coming today because I learned a lot. Oh, my question about visiting Hawaii. I don't want to forget. As somebody who knows what the touristy shit is versus the authentic shit, if I go to Hawaii, what should I do there? What should I do there if I want to get an authentic and real that means the same thing as authentic a learning experience versus just going and doing all the touristy crap?
So one of my favorite, depends on which island you're going to, but if you're going to Honolulu or Oahu, which is where everybody ends up, stay away from Waikiki. That is the tourist trap extraordinaire. Actually, a lot of that island is a tourist trap, so you can't really avoid all of it. But on the North Shore, there's a place called the Polynesian Cultural Center. And it is probably the closest that you can get to experiencing a lot of different island cultures in one place. So it's not just Hawaii. They have Tongan culture, Samoan culture, Tahitian culture, Fijian culture. And they do a really cool night show and luau at the end. It, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's a little bit of a price, but it is worth it. And I would definitely recommend that for anybody who's going to Hawaii. Please approach with respect. Do leave your entitlement on the plane. That is where you will go wrong with the locals, and I think that's probably true for just about anywhere that you go to. Show respect to the places that you are. And sometimes even ask permission, like there's a lot of that in our culture too. You don't just enter spaces, like you ask, permission from the indigenous peoples there. So yeah, I think if you do that, you can be in a good position. Yep. And if you need the food spots, then you hit me in the DMs. That's what you do.
Yeah. Well,
there's too many to list.
Yeah. If I was going to Hawaii, I don't think I have that kind of money right now. I don't have enough money to go to the next state over right now. So Hawaii is a little out of the question right at the moment. But I definitely want to get the most bang for my buck if I do get the opportunity. So thank you for the recommendations. And I definitely will, if I get the chance to go there, I will definitely ask you about where to go to eat, because that's a big damn deal too.
Yep, yeah, I can give you the most economical way to experience Hawaii, and that's by backing this campaign.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Good stuff.
But yeah,
so, all right. Yeah,
like you were saying earlier, Moana. I think the if you go, you want to give your money to not the corporations and the hotels and all of that stuff. That's the way to do it. If you can do it that way, that's.
Yeah, I would go to the I believe they still, I don't know if it's been impacted by COVID, but at the Aloha Stadium, they have a swap meet, and there are a lot of local based business there. It's just like a pop-up, a bunch of tents around the stadium. And it's actually my favorite place to go when I'm on that particular island, because that's when I can get a lot of good stuff all in one place. So lots of woodworking, clothing, jewelry, lots of just about anything that you can think of. Yeah.
Yeah, made by locals, and you're getting the money. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Hey, kitty.
Oh, he's just gonna sit right in the middle.
He's like, I need my shine too.
Well, thank you for coming. Do you have any parting thoughts about just besides back the book, because it's amazing? Do you have any parting thoughts?
Go ahead, Ryan.
I would say just we're at the halfway point. Anything is great. Support and back this project, because we really want to give it to you guys. We really want to show you what we've been working on for literally the last almost 6 months on this. We want to show you what you guys can expect. And once we reach goal, there is some incredible stretch goals. So I just want everybody to have a wonderful week. And thank you guys for all your support so far, and continued support for this project, for the Adventures of Nakoa and Nohea, Shadows of the Ancient.
Yes, and thank you, Laurie and Sarah and Unlikely Hero Studios for being along with us on this journey. And everyone, be sure tomorrow check out Power Brokers, launching on Kickstarter as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there will be another special stream for that too. So, so come party with us tomorrow.
And I'm gonna talk about you guys again, because I need to get funded.
Thank you, Lord.
Right now. Why? Just
I know, right?
Why aren't you funded yet? I think I want to make sure that everybody in the whole wide world understands just how much it means to us little guys that make little things, us small creators, when things like that happen, when our books fund, when somebody buys one of our things. It's such a good feeling. And when you buy a piece from one of us, you're like paying for half our grocery bills. What are you doing when you buy something from Amazon? You're not paying. Jeff Bezos doesn't give a shit about your $50. He doesn't.
Yes.
He's
gonna go buy some
money
Hawaiian
in outer
land.
fucking space.
Yeah, he's gonna go buy land. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And go against the cause.
Exactly.
Right? If you are tired of people buying up land and exploiting indigenous peoples, back us now.
Put the money in the right hands.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Power Broker.
Yep.
And we're that's launching tomorrow. And the Kickstarter is launching at the same time, roughly, that we have our live stream, which is 5 p.m. Eastern. So
yes,
okay. So like, it took me a really long time to figure out the 8 p.m. 7 Central, and now we've added this whole let's have our Kickstarters for our book launches on another day, and now I've got to learn a whole new time. So it's 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, come hang out with us while we launch that. It'll be fun, and you can ask when some weird shit happened the last time we did one of these. So who knows?
I have a question. Yes, I have a question about that. Does the first backer get anything special on this one? Because we have this like indie community, like, oh, we got to get the number 1 spot.
Well, the first backer definitely gets some major thank yous on air. So aside from
I'm gonna
that,
have to come up with something. I'm gonna have to come up with something. Maybe like a UHS bundle or something. The first backer.
Oh, that would be fun.
Let's make
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just send them a whole all the stickers and all the postcards and all the.
What
are those
all the goods that we have. One of each. You get that.
Exactly.
You get a sticker. And you get a sticker.
Yeah. Usually, what happens is I get so excited on the live stream that I'm like, all right, everyone on the live stream gets stuff, and the first 25 people who backed get stuff. I just.
I know. I hear you on that.
Sure. That's good, though, girl. That's good. That's real good. Mm-hmm.
Rice said, "I will definitely try to back you." So. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
And Ostian said, thanks for being here, Ryan and Moana. And yes, sentiment is echoed here. So tomorrow we have our Power Broker special live stream. And then next week on our regular episode, we had to reschedule the last time, and we're finally going to do it. All hail Testicles, where we get to see the Testicles and the royal genitals, their cats, and their food giver Samantha is going to be on, and we're going to see these cats. They're internet famous. Just Google them and you'll find it. And it's spelled exactly the way it sounds. Or Google the royal genitals. Yeah, you'll find it.
Google the royal genitals with the filter
Google
on, please. Google with the filter on, the safe filter on.
Yeah, definitely. They're on Facebook. They have a page on Facebook, so you should be able to find them in a more safe, less gross manner if you just go there first and find them there. And yes, they're going to be on, and we're going to talk to her about how he got famous. Because the freaking picture of the first one that went viral for this cat is. It's so, oh my God, just okay. You have to tune in and find out, because it's just ridiculous. And how their person took this internet fame and turned it into first a fairly popular Facebook page for the cats. And then also she kind of is has spun it out into this social justice stuff that she really promotes, and she's active, and she's an awesome person. And she's very oh God, she does some really fun stuff, and we'll just talk about all that with her. But if you don't want to come for anything else, you need to come watch just to find out what the hell is the testicles and the royal genitals. If for nothing else, come find out about what the hell this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that. I guess, that should be it. We're good for now. So tune in tomorrow, tune in next week, tune in every week. Thank you very much again, Moana and Ryan. Thank you.
Yes.
And go back at moanatheauthor.com, go back it. And
literally.
God damn
Sorry,
it.
I had to put that on the screen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was
Go
a good
back
one for me because I wasn't on the
Kickstarter.
comment tab. So, back Moana's Kickstarter. It's moanatheauthor.com. Come hang out with us tomorrow. Come hang out with us next week. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. If you're not able to come join us tomorrow, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place. So
thanks everybody. Take care.
All right, thank you.